Yo guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you for tuning in. Today we're going to be talking about how to find a title company to use and the reason why you use a title and escrow company. That being said, if you're not already subscribed, subscribe and let's get right into the video. Alright guys, so to find a title company, it is super easy, okay? All you're going to do is go on Google and search for title companies in your area. A simple Google search. Now, this is where it gets a little bit more tricky. Now, you're going to start picking up the phone and calling these title companies. And these are the two questions you want to ask them. First, you're going to ask them if they work with a lot of investors. That way you know if they will be easy to work with and be able to do things that, investors and wholesalers, the things we're trying to do in order to get our deals closed, right? So ask them that first, and then you're going to lead into your next question with that. You're going to lead into, do you do assignments, right? Do you do wholesale deals? Do you do assignments? A lot of title companies, for some reason in different states, it goes against their policies to do assignments and wholesale deals, and it doesn't make very much sense. But that's something you're going to want to ask them, because if you can't do an assignment with that title company, you cannot do deals with them. All right, so find a title company that will do assignments, and you might have to make 5-10 phone calls. You might have to use a title company that's a little bit out of your area, but eventually you will find one that will do the job for you. Also, what you can do to find a good title company is you can go on Facebook groups, real estate Facebook groups, and say, does anybody have a good title company in your area, right? That does assignments, that works with investors, right? An investor-friendly title company. And I'm sure a bunch of people will, give you ideas of who you can use in those real estate Facebook groups. Personally, here in Phoenix, Arizona, I use Pioneer Title. I used to use Empire West. I still use them a little bit, but personally, I really like Pioneer Title. But obviously, it depends on the branch and depends on who works there, and it depends on the state. So, other title companies I've used in other states. In Oregon, I used Old Republic Title. In Richmond, Virginia, I used Apex Title. But in Richmond, Virginia, the deal I just closed for $10,000, a completely virtual deal in a different state. I never saw the property, right? I had to call like 10 title companies. It took a while to find a title company that would do my wholesale assignment deal. But guess what? I found that title company. Now, why do you need to use a title company, right? Why is it so important to use a title company? Okay? And then after I explain this, I'm going to get into how you go about reaching out to that title company and what you're going to provide that title company. But why do you use one, okay? Any real estate transaction, traditional real estate, wholesaling, flipping, whatever it is, right? Wholetailing, traditional real estate sales, any real estate sale, any real estate transaction, in order for it to be done correctly and legally, it needs to go through a title company. And that is why you use a title company. This title company will handle the whole transaction for you. You don't got to worry about where the money goes, none of that when you're wholesaling, because the title company will handle getting the money from the buyer, recording it, right? All of that, speaking with the seller, collecting the information they need from the seller, right? So the title company will literally handle your transaction, and you must use a title company in order to do your deals legally and correctly. So make sure you are using a title company when you're doing real estate transactions. That being said, once you call this title company and they say, yeah, we do assignments and we work with a lot of investors, you're going to say, awesome, great. I just got this property under contract on 123 Main Street, and I want to open escrow with you guys. And I want you to do my escrow, all right? So what you're going to do is you're going to find an escrow officer there. Which escrow officer is available for me to chat with them? Get on the phone with that escrow officer, introduce yourself, say, hey, I'm Jacob. We do about 5-10 deals a month here in Phoenix, and we'd love to open escrow with you and have you do our transaction, and we hope we can do much more business with you as long as everything goes smoothly and that you're great. All right, so now what you're going to do is you're going to get that escrow officer's email. You're going to send an email to her with your purchase agreement. And in that email, you're going to have the purchase agreement attached to it. and then you're also going to have seller's information, and you're going to give them the seller's phone number and the seller's email. You're also going to tell them when they should come pick up your earnest money and where are they going to send that runner to pick up your earnest money. Or if it's in a different state, ask them, where do I ship my earnest money? And that is how you're going to open up escrow. That is how you're going to start the process. You are going to email your escrow officer your purchase contract, the seller's contact information, and how you want to get your earnest money to them. Now, what is this escrow company going to do? They're going to reach out to the seller, and they're going to provide the seller with an opening package to fill out with like an ID statement, information about their mortgage company, etc., so they can open the escrow and prepare for closing with all the information they need. Now, boom, that's pretty much it. Now title is going to handle your transaction. Now, once you assign the deal and you get a buyer, you're going to send title. You're going to email your escrow officer the assignment contract. You're also going to email that escrow officer the contact information for your assignee, your buyer, right? So they have everything they need in order to contact the buyer. Now, that escrow officer is going to be in touch with the seller and the buyer in order to figure out when they're going to come in and sign, when the buyer is going to send his money, whether he's getting a loan or whether he's paying cash, etc., etc., etc. They handle your whole transaction. So let's do a quick recap, right? How do you find a title company? You can do a Google search, title companies in my area. Boom, start calling them, find one that is investor friendly and that does wholesale deals, does assignments, all right? Now, another way to find an investor-friendly title company is go on real estate Facebook groups and ask anyone, hey, do you know a investor-friendly title company in my area? And a bunch of people will give you recommendations. That being said, if you're not in my Facebook group, join today. Millennial Motivate on Facebook. There's a bunch of us real estate investors and entrepreneurs in that Facebook group. It's a great place for you to connect with like-minded individuals. So Millennial Motivate on Facebook. Join our group. But yeah, those are the ways to find an investor-friendly title company. Now, a quick recap again. What is this title company going to do and why do you need to use them? In order to do a real estate transaction correctly and legally, you must use an escrow title company, all right? Now, how are you going to do this, right? You're going to call them once you find out they're investor-friendly and they do assignments. You are going to get on the phone with an escrow officer, introduce yourself, and then you're going to email her your purchase agreement with the seller, seller's contact information, and how you want to get your earnest money to them. And boom, your escrow is open and the process has started for your real estate transaction. Isn't that amazing? It's super easy. I know when you're getting started and you're really green to the business, it's kind of confusing. How do I reach out to a title company? So that's why I wanted to make this video so you guys could know. That being said, the video is pretty much over. If you have any questions, please comment down below. Also, please give me more video ideas to do down below because I'm running out of ideas. But I want to keep filming these videos for you guys and putting them out for you guys so you can start getting into real estate and change your life just like I did. That being said, thank you guys for watching. If you're not already subscribed, subscribe. And I'll see you on the next video. Peace.